Hi, it's Dani. Welcome to video number 6, why it is a great idea to have a real estate professional represent you in your home buying process. Let me first of all start by explaining to you the difference between a real estate agent and a realtor. All right, realtors belong to the National Association of Realtors. We have a certain code of ethics that we abide by. And through our membership, we are granted access to the multiple listing service, also called MLS. And that is the software that we use as real estate agents to put properties in the system that are going to be sold. And that is also the system that we use to help our buyers find properties. So as a realtor, I have access to all of that. Real estate agents who do not belong to the National Association of Realtors do not have access to that. So you can see why it would be important to work with a realtor who has access to all the tools that you're going to need to find a home. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is what real estate professionals do. As a realtor, my job is to meet with my clients, get a really good understanding of what they're looking for, location-wise, what they're looking for in a home, if schools are important to them, what their budget is, how much money they can afford, and anything else that might be super important to their search. From there, I start the search process for my clients, send them over daily listings. They can review those listings and let me know which properties they may or may not want to see. From that point, we can go view properties. And after we view properties, then if a buyer is interested in making an offer, we will then come up with an offer price and we will make an offer. When I say we, that means me filling out the documents. I'll help you come up with a price range. You'll let me know the price that you want to offer in the contract. I'll create the contracts. I will send them over to you, review them with you, and then ask you to sign them if you don't have any questions. From that point, that contract is then sent over to the listing agent who shares it with the seller. And then the seller goes through any offers that they may have and they respond either with a yes, I accept the offer, no, I don't accept the offer, or they can send back what is called a counter offer. So maybe let's use $100,000 as an example. You write an offer for $100,000. The property was listed for $103,000. The seller counter offers back to you and says, I will accept an offer of $102,000. And then from that point, you make the decision to either walk away or to agree to the terms and sign the contract at that point. Next up, I am going to be advising you as to which closing attorney we will be using, unless you have one that you prefer. But we have a network of firms and vendors that we work with because they do an awesome job. So once you have that information, if there's any down payment money required, I will ask you to contact the particular closing office, whether that be a title company, an escrow company, or a closing attorney, and to send your earnest money deposit over to them. From that point, your lender is notified that you are now under contract and they receive copies of all the contracts. They then will order an appraisal on the property, and the appraisal will determine the value. And what the bank is looking for is to make sure that the appraisal comes in at least the value of the purchase price. All right, from that point, you start the home inspection process. So you have a home inspector go out to the property and they inspect all the mechanicals on the house. At the end of the home inspection, you should be there to go over the inspection with the home inspector and ask any questions that you may have. After that happens, usually within 24 hours, the home inspection report is emailed to you and to your realtor. And at that point, your realtor should go over the report with you and decide if you're going to ask for any repairs to be made by the seller or not. Now keep in mind, the seller does not have to make any repairs at all because typically real estate is sold as is. So you can ask, but they can also say no. So if you do have any repairs that you're requesting, that goes typically on a repair request form, gets sent over to the listing agent who discusses it with the seller, and they respond by either saying, no, we're not going to do that, or we agree to these, or yes, we'll make the repairs that you requested. From that point then, you may have additional inspections like radon, septic and well inspections. Maybe you need to have the roof looked at, so you need a roofing inspector. From that point, you're rounding the corner and you are getting closer to closing. The appraisal should be coming back to the bank soon. Once the bank knows what the appraisal value is, they will let you know. And they should also send you a copy of the appraisal because you paid for it. And you will start preparing for closing and all the things that you need to do before and after closing. And throughout this process, a good realtor will walk you through the process, guide you, help you out, answer questions, be proactive, because you're a first-time home buyer. And so why would you try to do this on your own if you have no idea what to do? Again, using a real estate professional does not cost you anything, so why wouldn't you use one? I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please watch the video that's coming up next. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates on future videos, and I hope you have a great day.